Good morning, good morning. Welcome to News in Nigeria TV. And it's just 40 hours to go to the day of protest against hardship, against hunger, against this evil administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. We've seen how the president has tried everything in his toolbox to discourage the Nigerian people not to go out. They are doing everything. They are using police like military. They are, yesterday, all over the international airports, the Eagle Square, the military officers have surrounded everywhere. In fact, they've gone to the Nigerian borders. Even when Boko Haram was infiltrating Zamfara and Borno, it was never serious like this. All in a bid that Nigeria is tired of suffering. And Tinubu is going all out on this part. Welcome, MC Grammar.
All right, thank you very much, brother.
So about this protest.
All right, good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nigerians. Good morning, Nigerians, diasporas. Good morning, Nigerians. Where you're watching me from, this is MC Grammar. I need no introduction. Of course, a lot of people knows me. I'm a popular figure also. But let me just kindly go straight to the point of the day. Now, talking about the protest. The question is, who is Tinubu? How does he expect Nigeria not to protest? You are killing somebody, you expect him not to shout. You are beating somebody, you expect him not to cry. That's exactly how it looks like. Tinubu is beating Nigeria, flogging us heavily, but he doesn't expect us to shout. Now, want to shout, he's telling us, don't shout, don't shout. Is it possible? No. Now, let me tell you something. In as long as I am in full support of this protest, but I wanted to say, please, if you know you are not spiritually fortified like somebody like me, don't come out. Don't come out for the protest.
Why?
It's a warning. Yes.
Why do you need spiritually?
Yes, spiritually fortified. What I mean that you must be spiritually jazzed up. You must know that spiritually you have caged yourself spiritually with some certain things. So if you know you have done that, you can come out. But you have not done that, you cannot come out. You know why? Because this protest is going to be bloody. It's between Nigerian police, Nigerian military, and the civilians. This is a war. And so Nigerian police will misbehave because Tinubu has given them money, they will misbehave. Now, imagine if you're not spiritually fortified, Nigerian police fires a shot, bah, they hit you.
Oh, so you are saying that Nigerians, they need to jazz themselves up with
Otumako.
They need Otumako.
Yes, you need Otumako. Like me, I'm from around this jog where I come from. Go and do investigation. I'm going to lead a protest. And let me tell you the truth. God save any policeman or army man that stops me. But I'm alone. That is the truth. That is the way I look at it. This is just war. And I'm going to beat you with spiritual level that in your life you will not want to repeat such again. And that's the truth. And that's what I'm going to do. You know why? Because I tell people that what we are going to do is war. It is not just protest.
No,
it is war.
No. The protesters have tagged it peaceful protest.
It is.
But they are saying that if the police does anyhow, it will turn to something else.
Protesters tagged it peaceful protest. Let me tell you why the police will do anyhow. Tinubu has given them money. You understand? To obstruct the protest. And of course, you know, as stupid as Nigerian police is, they want to fire gun.
But Tinubu was a major protester in his own days before he became the president.
Because Nigerian politicians are not sensible. Is Tinubu sensible to you? Does he look like a sensible president? If he's sensible, will he be leading us this way? Shows that he's not a sensible president. So definitely, let's not talk about sensibility here because the man is not sensible. So let's leave that aside. So nobody's talking about that. What I'm saying is that the instruction he has given, Nigerian police will definitely defile it. I'm sure that Tinubu, listen, I'm sure we all know that NSAS, because Nigerians, we hide things a lot. NSAS, who asked them to shoot this Tinubu? Nigerians don't want to talk. They just say, I don't want to talk. I don't want government to come after me. Government, come after me. This is me, MC Grammar. I'm a bold person. Come after me if you know you can. But God save you if you return back home alive. That's the truth. Because Nigerians now, we are hungry.
So you are saying it is fire for fire, jazz for jazz. See,
it is fire for fire, jazz for fire, Otumako for Otumako. In fact, the one that is even more than Otumako, we are going to use it.
Someone is telling you that how can you help fortify other protesters?
Good, that's what I'm saying.
I'm going to give them jazz where you get.
Okay, now let me tell you something. That's why I said something. I said, if you know you are not spiritually fortified, sit at home. This protest is not for boys, it's for men. Yes, that's what I mean by men. It's not for boys. This protest is for men. Boys are not protesting this protest. It's for men. Meaning that men that are spiritually just up. If you have confidence in yourself, you understand? Let me tell you one scenario that happened. I remember when I talked about Buhari, they went viral. That day I was just walking along the Ikeja. Some military men like 5 called me. K. I turned. I said me, sir, I went. He said, K, Ogadam Muro over Shege Walai. Walai, I dey watch you for social media. Walai, everything where I dey tell the government na correct K. Muro over Shege me, my guy. I was surprised. Army man was telling me that they are enjoying me. That's to tell you the suffering. That's to tell you that Army man knows the truth. You ask him do this, he knows the truth. That's it. Because these guys knows that everything I've been saying is nothing but the truth. I was expecting them to come and harass me, but they did not go that. They were even shaking me and we greeted and I went my own way. That's to tell you that everybody in this country, all of us knows what is happening in this country. We know where the shoe is spinning on. We know where it's spinning us from. So it's just that pretenders are men in this country. Do you know the people I hate? Hypocrisy. Like this morning, I met one man. I don't even remember the man. I was saying something about the protest. He said that's a problem with Nigerians. You people have come. I said this man will die in suffering. With his stupid language, he will die in suffering. What do you mean this is a problem of Nigerians? So Nigerians should keep short until they suppress us. I said that man is a Tinubu man. He's a foolish man. So until Tinubu kill us, before we all should talk. Because we are trying to fight for our rights. The idiot come telling me that's a problem in Nigeria. I said this man is a foolish man. You will die in suffering. That's the problem with Nigerians. When you as a person, an active man comes out to say, look, we don't want this. People say no. Emi Ofeku is what is keeping us here till today. Mi Ofeku,
Fear of the unknown.
Yes, see. Let me tell you the truth.
Should we say cowardice? People are cowards.
We have so many cowards. We have cowards. So many. So it's like Nigeria. 70% of Nigerians are cowards. 30% are just people that has mind. Yeah, I'm telling you the truth. 70% are cowards because if you see the way they think, everybody, why will you not die?
MC Grammar, is it that they are cowards or they are just tribal by God?
No, it's not tribal God. It's their cowards. Naturally, they don't want to die. You understand? They don't want to. Okay, listen. Let me tell you something about when I talked on social media about Buhari, because that talk it went viral. A lot of people saw it. Most of my family were calling me. Shut up. They were just calling me. The government will come and carry you. Shut up.
Your family were afraid on your behalf.
Yes, I was telling, shut up, man. Are you mad? Who is carrying me? For crying, I am a comedian, I'm a musician. So who is that person? To hell with that person that want to come and push me. I see, let me tell you something. One thing I keep telling Nigerians is that because you don't know your rights, they can do you anyhow. If you know your right, let me tell you why Nnamdi Kanu is suffering. Forget about this talk we're talking. It's because you don't have 2 or 3 of Nnamdi Kanu. If we have 2 or 3, nobody will be talking. They'll be out by now. But all Nigerians keep doing it. I've told Nigerians this is the way to bail out Nnamdi Kanu, but they don't want to listen. The Igbos, they are wicked. They're my people. I've given them instruction how to bail Nnamdi Kanu. Let us all Igbo do meeting. Sit at home, federal, all the Igbos in Nigeria. Sit at home for 1 week.
Whether an Igbo that is in Lagos State,
yes,
in Kano State,
sit home for 1 week.
That's not possible.
Oh, God, what I say? See, let me tell you something. If we, the Igbos, can try to adapt that pattern, I'm telling you the truth, they're not born Tinubu well, he will release in America. What are you saying? We Igbos own the economy of this country. We control the economy of this country. And we can paralyze the economy of this country.
Now let us go back to the fortification of the protesters.
Yeah.
You think your juju can work against any live bullet from the police?
Let me tell you something. I don't want to make mouths. Do you understand me? I don't want to make mad. Why I said I don't want to make mad is because, first of all, I will ask you to go and investigate where I come from. I come from Aaron this work in Amazon. Go and ask people, where is Aaron this work?
Abia State or Anambra State?
Anambra State, where that's where a famous musician comes from. Pericoma, the dreaded, the person they fear most, a musician they fear most. So Juju, a Pericoma comes from. So that's where I come from. And you can imagine if I come from such place, if I'm not spiritually fortified, would I be talking? No, I will not.
They said that Tinubu also uses juju to suppress the people. You know that he said he will unleash Oro, masquerade, and all manners of masquerade just to scare people away. Okay. Now, can this your what's it called? Your spiritual powers, can it fight the Oro masquerade?
I have investigated Tinubu power spiritually. Tinubu belongs to 7 courts.
Seven courts?
7 courts.
7 different courts?
7 different courts. Tinubu belongs to 7 different courts.
Are you saying that Tinubu is an occultic president?
See, I'm just, listen, Shabi, you ask me spiritually. Let me explain what I know spiritually about Tinubu. Tinubu belongs to 7 courts. And in that 7 courts, one of the things they give him is authority to control people's mind. That's what Tinubu has been using to control people's mindset. To control people's mindset. He has been using it. That's what he used in Lagos State that is working for him. But the problem is he thought Nigeria is Lagos. That's where he got it wrong. He thought being in federal seat is like a Lagos State where he can control their mind. But he has forgotten that federal seat is quite different. Nigeria is so that's the problem with him. So this is Nigeria. Now, what am I trying to say? They have given that to him. He's using that to control everybody's mind. You understand? But he belongs to 7. And in that 7 courts, he's an head. You understand? So he has so much, Tinubu has so much confidence, believes so much in that court that nobody, or truly, nobody can harm Tinubu.
Is this why Tinubu does not want to talk to the citizens directly? The citizens are crying. There's no media chat. Tinubu does not even feel sorry for the pain is in this on the people because he doesn't give a damn. It's always as if Tinubu has one godfather somewhere that will always come out to help him at the time.
According to the instruction of the cultists. You don't listen to people.
Our Western powers.
You don't listen to them. No matter anything they say, you don't listen to them. So you don't send them. All the matters is limited. All the politicians is all like that. The court they belong to. All that matters is what they want, not what you want.
Are you telling me that all politicians belong to one court?
Of course. All that matters is what they want and not what you want.
So how can can't prayers and fasting solve this issue?
Fasting and prayer is just like pouring water on top of this. See, let me tell you what fasting and prayer does. I'm not saying prayer is not effective. Prayer is very effective when you individually you are keeping to God's instruction. Get my point. You are obeying God's commandments. You are a righteous person. That you are obeying God's commandment. You are a righteous person and you are listening. So when you pray on a thing, it will work. That's it. But if you are not obeying God's commandment, you are not righteous. When you pray on a thing, you're wasting time. That's why I said it's like when you are praying, it's just like saying, I went to Pastor Chris to pray for me. You are a fool by going to Pastor Chris to pray for you. You know why? This is a cultist.
MC Grammar, the churches have started again. Next week now, being August 5th, most of the churches will start with their congresses and convention, which is, I think, is a tactic, maybe sponsored by the president, to pull people away from the protest ground. Next week now, Redeemed Christian Church of God will start its annual convention. And you know the millions of people that gather in the Redeemed camp there. And also the following week, I think MFM or Winners will start. Yeah. So, I mean, at this stage that we want to go into protest against hardship, our pastors cannot post their convention.
Okay. Let me just come into something. I want to say one just. I want to bring Nigerian brain to something. Maybe with this few points of mine, you can go home and think it and make sense and get sense out of it. Now, when Davido's son died in the swimming pool, Nigeria says that Davido is a cultist. We believed he's a cultist. He's a musician. That's what we believe. He's a cultist. The bunch, his son died. His son died in the swimming pool. His son died in the swimming pool. All of us said he's a cultist. We all believe because he's a musician. My question is, when Adegboye's son died while sleeping, why didn't you call him a cultist? You Nigerians should think. Think upstairs. Try to find out. This is a man that tells he hears directly from God. But God did not tell him that his son is going to die. God did not give a message that his son is going to die. I want Nigerians to think. I know Nigerian Christians will be angry with me. To hell with all of you. Because these are the things that Nigerians don't like investigating. Now, it happened to the band you said is a cultist. You did not offend God when you called the band a cultist. You did not offend God when you called Davido a cultist. But you offended God when you called Adegboye a cultist. That is my anger. You offended God when you called Adegboye a cultist. But when you called the band and they say, you do not offend God. That is the problem with Nigeria. So I want Nigerians to go home and think, this is a man that heard directly from God. Personally, before then I used to respect Adegbo, but after I don't respect him again. You know why? I am beginning to even to see him as a cultist.
Now the problem is not only Adegboye. In fact, the Christian Association of Nigeria, this is a body that controls all the churches, and the Muslim Association of Nigeria, they've all said that they are not in support of the protests.
Why would they be in support?
Mr. MC Grama,
Yeah.
is it true that religion is an impediment? That religion is a problem that the politicians have always used to say that we should cool down? Because our pastors are not telling us, don't go and protest, let us pray and let us dialogue.
We all know that religion is what is disturbing us in this country. Okay, I will give you one scenario. Christian Muslim, they are quarreling. But when they go to Abuja, for Ghana must go, they become one. They hug themselves. They hold each other. But when they come back, they go to the congregation, they preach rubbish to them again. So what am I saying? Christian and Muslim have always been a problem. Now let us pray. For how many years will you continue to pray? All the other countries that are getting it right, Canada, America, getting it right, did they pray? China, did they pray? Okay, the worst is the one that is battling that is touching my brain. It's even this, what's it called? China. Chinese people are idol worshippers. Nigeria going to borrow, Christian nation, Muslim nation, going to borrow money from idol worship. You have a problem, Nigeria.
Lastly, MC Grama, before I let you go, I think Tinubu has done something excellent. Yesterday, Tinubu has started selling a bag of rice for 40,000 naira across the whole country.
He's stupid. Yes,
the president.
He's very stupid. Yes, I said confident. I say with all confidence, he's stupid. See, nobody should ask me or question me why I said my president is stupid.
But everybody is shouting they build power, and now the food is cheap. Why are you still?
I will tell you why I said it's stupid. That story you heard is just rumor. It is not confirmed. Okay, stop going on rumors. It is just rumor. You cannot for one day just bring in the price of food. It's not possible. My friend, it's not possible. It's rumor. Wait until you yourself go to market and buy it for 30,000. Then you talk. Not by going just on that rumor. Who in your street can you point 1, 2, 3 people in your street that bought that rice for 40,000? And you are telling me the rice is selling for 40,000. That's why I said he's stupid, because I don't think that story you are hearing is true. Okay, have you forgotten this country? Tinubu told us 2 weeks is going to be refinery. December. We should give him to December. He's going to build a refinery. That he's going to repair the damaged refinery. What happened? December last year. We did not say anything. That is the propaganda we keep talking about in this country. They will just come with one different things or the other. This is not the first time we've been hearing. This is the thing that entered. He said he's going to do so many things. What did he end up to do? So, and I want to say, lastly, I want to say this. To all Nigerians, fellow Nigerians, listen to me. This is MC Grama. If my speech in any way have offended you, take it like that. This is the way I am. This is the way I talk. I don't fear anybody. I talk with confidence. So if my speech has one way or the other offended you, take it like that. MC Grama doesn't give a damn about anybody. But all I want to say is, go out, protest for your rights. and make sure you are just up. Thank you very much.
Welcome, Mr. Chinedu, and thank you very much, MC Grammar. I think that is the most realist. We have always agreed that African problem must have African solutions. That enough of all this importation of Western solutions. And the last man that left said that anybody that wants to go out to protest, you should not go out with Bible. What this person should go out is go make sure you are jazzed up. Make sure you have your jazz, your otumopo, your African bulletproof. Otherwise, you might just get consumed. Because that otumopo will embolden you. Because the police have already been paid. They have been, even them themselves, the police, they use jazz. And then who are you, the Nigerian person, who wants to go and face those monsters? He also said that Tinubu is an occultic man and he uses spiritual powers to even manipulate the minds of the Nigerian people. Just 40 hours to go to the protest. Tinubu is doing all manner of things. He says that bag of rice is now 40,000 naira. You know, I mean, propaganda here and there flying around. I mean, let's take this conversation.
Incompetency. That's what I see in that Asurok, in that presidency. You know, this last minute rice distribution, 30,000 or 10,000 for one bag, you know, and it makes mockery of that exalted executive position. But do you know what is called presidency? Presidency. Now that they shit up and down for there like this, now they mess up the whole entire Asurok with this kind of mockery, you know, emergency solution. One bag of rice, two bag of rice. What? I don't understand, Tinubu. Honestly, if you know what is called presidency, coming out with this manner of, you know, approach, you know, that even a kindergarten student child cannot even think of bringing such policy. How much is shit? In fact, I think he has shown that we have gotten to the level, you know, where it has become, you know, a mockery, a state of mockery. You know, where leaders are not to, they have exposed themselves to the extreme. You know, so but the fact still remain at this point in time, Mr. Niye, is that this protest, as I can see, people can no longer wait. It has been made, from my understanding, that protest has taken up, has started in some, you know, some states in the federation. I can get Niger. I'm sure of Bayelsa, Port Harcourt, and Abuja. Even though yes, on weekend the FCT minister said, no, this is no go area. Don't go this way. Don't go this way. You know, and up to now, we don't know the circumstances surrounding the usage of Ego Square by the protesters, which they have told him that this is a public facility, and if he refuse, you know, to release or give order for protesters to make use of that facility, then we are going to use it by force. We are going to bust it by force.
So as a reaction, Wike has demanded for money. Because right now the Eagle Square is surrounded by military.
Well, that's what I'm telling you. You know, see, I think they should also be prepared, because what we are getting from the other part of the country, you know, shows that, you know, this protest is not smiling. There is massive destruction of facilities. Anything, anywhere, Tinubu, Shetima, billboard is being spotted, is being brought down and burnt to ashes. So they should not be using, you know, some kind of statement, you know, on at this level now. People, they should not be seen to be using, you know, excessive force at this level now, because, you know, it is already going to, you know, trigger the temper and the quest to drive into the next stage of the protest, which is going to be Tinubu must go at the end of the day. But what we are saying is that, you know, this is hunger, and this is what we do. You know, to send hunger away, we need to end bad government, bad policies. That's what we're talking about. But government should not bring excessive force, you know, that will metamorphose, you know, the state where we are now, the phase where we are, between hunger and end bad government. So Tinubu must go. That will be very disastrous, and Nigeria will regret it at the end of the day. It is going to transfer a certain image and sentiment, you know, about his personality and of course whatever he represents at the end of the day. APC government, you know, under Tinubu, for me, has shown deep incompetence, has shown lack of knowledge in administration, in governing the people, in trying to transform, certain policies to dividends of democracy. That's where Tinubu is having problem. Tinubu does not know how to, make A, to be B, or make B to be, that transformation is what he is finding it difficulty. He has good policies, but how do you transform these policies to, to the benefit of the masses? That's where he's having problem. That what that means is now that he do not have the spread, the standing, or the capacity, to push those policies positively through competent institutions to be able to achieve its aim. That's where the problem is now, and the calamity of those policies is what is backfiring on his administration now. And if care is not taken, he should be able to stand and defend it at the end of the day.
I think this protest, there's no going back, because in the last 24 hours, we know what the federal government tried to do with the networks, with the mobile networks. However, yesterday, a sample of the rage of the angry Nigerians was exhibited in Festac, and we saw how they brought MTN office down, and immediately the federal government had to give up and tell them that MTN, I beg, open the alliance back.
You need to be very honest to you. I don't know what the conventional media houses are doing at this point in time, at least to help this government in trying to pass certain information and ideas to them. We keep on saying it in this platform over and over again. There's no need for any art of anti-socialism theory or philosophy against the protesters now. You don't need to block anybody. Like, you don't need to. All these things is, you understand what I'm saying? What you need to do now is to see how you manage, you pamper the situation with policies. Let people begin to see positivity in what we are doing at a particular time at this moment. So that that reservation, it's just like when a child is crying. If a child is crying, he says sorry. I think within that few seconds or thereabout, he calms down, and just like that, and before you know it, the temper comes down. But if a child is saying he's crying, I say get out from there. What do you expect? The anger will rise, and that's what the federal government is trying to do. Should be able to transfer that fatherhood, to Nigeria, to the citizens of the country. At this point in time, we are not saying it. What we are saying now is the country is already divided. Some people are saying we don't want protests in this place. Anybody that want to protest to go to their... No, do you understand what I'm saying? So it is high time we let the whole world know, that somehow, that Nigerians are already divided on the manner, objectives, and the aim of this end bad government protest. But the reservation is that nobody is going to transfer this, that this is purely a southern thing. No, the people who started it said no going back, and I'm talking about the northern part of the country. Even though me personally, I have reservations, because we saw Buhari 8 years, nobody was able to step in. But immediately a southerner comes into power, I see them. And unfortunately, the northerners used Tinubu against Jonathan. And they are asking him now, you were part of this thing. Why are you saying everybody should? Why are people buying into propaganda? Why are they threatening people who have already made it very clearly they are not going to be the part of the protest? Why is this Yorubas bringing ethnicity into this? And people are watching, because the consequences of it is what is playing out now. There's no national orientation of cohesion and unity in terms of purpose. And look at it now. Look at what the Northerners are saying. That they voted based on religion, not based on competence. And that they are regretting it.
But the funniest thing is that this association body governing religion in Nigeria take the CAN and the Muslim Association of Nigeria. As of today, they've said that they are not in support of the protest. That the Nigerian people should give the president enough time. And then I ask again, is Tinubu, what does it back up? Because this man seems unbothered. How come the Christian Association of Nigeria, that we believe to be a spiritual body, how did they manage to be manipulated by Tinubu?
It's not manipulation. It's just that based on faith, because Christianity is all about peace. They're trying to preach peace. They're trying to tell people to be patient.
But nobody's preaching war.
No, excuse me.
This protest is a peaceful protest.
No, excuse me. You understand? It can take any dimension at the end of the day. They are trying to do that. But we saw most of the religious leaders. I don't want to mention anybody's name. Head of some powerful organization, churches in Nigeria. Everybody just went underground. But we saw them raising their voices under Jonathan as at that time, saying all manner of things. Why is it? Are they just calm now? Nobody is saying anything. Does it mean that silence means that we are tired? Does the silence mean anything just happen? Does the silence mean that we don't know where to start from? But let us look at it, because we're not going to connect it to Christian or religious organizations like CAN or thereabout. But what we're saying is that CAN has every right to take a particular position. CAN should not be seen as an organization that quickens or that supports extremism in terms of trying to get something by force. I think that's what CAN is trying to say, because Christianity is all about peace. It's all about peace. Then it's less for you, at that level now, to decide whether we are going on a peaceful protest. And of course, the protest is supposed to be peaceful, and it's peaceful.
Mr. Chinedu,
okay.
Let me quickly ask you, use the word extremism. Is it extreme for Nigerian people to say that the hardship they are suffering is too much? When you beat a child, do you ask the child, this is how you cry? Because your statement that CAN pulling out from this protest is justifiable. And a man here, Pere Oga, says that almost all Nigerian leaders usually have spiritual leaders. And in this instance, it seems people has them on both sides.
No, none of them is on his side.
Are you sure?
I'm telling you, because when you go to churches and you see that at the end of the day, when you say praise the Lord, the voice is not as hilarious as it used to be, or the hallelujah is not as thick as it used to be.
Talk about Adeboye.
I'm coming. Right. Then you begin to sense something, and when you look at how people react, because see, even in the Bible, a hungry man does not praise God. That's what God said, had made everything, has made everything very accessible to man. But everything a man needed to survive on earth has already been provided by God. So God knows that, man must do what? Eat. And the process of trying to deny man existence, there's no Nigeria again. And people are saying no. It's that the government is saying no Nigeria again, because hunger. And people say no, there must be Nigeria. And those people who are saying there must be Nigeria now are the people who want to go to the street and protest that there must be Nigeria, where the government is saying no Nigeria. Do you know what is called starvation policy? It can come in any form. And it can also have a specific agenda attached to it. You might not know. I'll give you instances of what happened in France. You do not tax people to an extent. You tax bread. You know what is called bread? Bread. You tax. That means let us go there, and now we are going there, and that's what it means. So if you look at those religious leaders, it's not as if they do not understand the situation on ground. But because of their position, they can only say things, for you to use your head to understand that this is the direction they are going. That extremism I'm talking about in this aspect, having to do with Islamic leaders, Muslim leaders, and Christian leaders, trying to tell the whole world or tell Nigerians to be patient with Mr. President, including the traditional, high-profile traditional rulers in the country, coming out to say the same thing. Were you not aware that some time ago, the Sultan of Sokoto said that this thing is getting out of hand, that he cannot be able, can remember, to stop his people if it goes out of hand. But you see that everything about Nigeria is based on sentiment and ethnicity. But the question is there hunger on in the land? That's the question.
When last did you eat corn?
Rose, to be honest with you, those ordinary corn, I've never taken corn, because when you get closer where they are roasting the corn, you're gonna hear small corn like this, 500. Then you begin to calculate that 500. Okay, there's no 200 naira something again. There's no 300 naira something. What will you buy with in Nigeria 500 naira now? That will put a smile on your face. Like, it will make you feel, unless you buy potato, all those small potato. The potato now, those small one they cut where they fry is 3 pieces, 100 naira. So getting a 500 naira is about 15 pieces. And that 15 pieces, you can just pack it and put it in your mouth.
How can a family of 4 or 5
gross
on this 70,000 naira? Yesterday they are celebrating 17,000 naira. How can a family of 5 feed on that?
Are you not seeing the mockery of rice?
Akpabio was telling us that that rice is not 40,000, that we should shoot our son.
I think they are the one fueling this protest. Me, this government, let nobody deceive. Please, deceive from ethnic sentiment. This is your land, though. Nobody should protest. It's a lie. You're lying. As long as Nigeria remains an entity, anybody has every right to go to anywhere and ask government to reverse some of the policies that are life-threatening.
I don't think Tinubu daughter agrees with that. Now Iyaloja.
No, he is
saying nonsense.
He agreed. She agreed, but he said it should be 4 years. After 4 years.
Whoa.
Meaning, you know what it means, so that you can cuckoo tell the man bye bye at the end of the day. Yes, that's what he's saying. But it means calculate the number of Nigerians that would have died, the number of families that would have crashed, would have become too many menaces in the society. Because the more families are breaking, they are flooding the streets. They are flooding the society with bad elements, with bad understanding, with negative things. The more marriages are breaking, we are seeing our women going into prostitution. The more the man cannot be able to take care of the family, everybody is running mad. So they are going to, at the end of the day, look at a society, that is filled with, immorality. Is that what we are going to wait till 4 years, according to Folashade, Iyaloja of whatever? Is that how we are going to live? So I expected by now Tinubu should have been sophisticated enough to be able to, put up some certain policies, at least emergency and short term and long term. If we have weekly reports, we have daily reports, sir. We have daily emergencies, we have weekly emergencies, we have monthly emergencies. So what it tells you that the entire Asu Rock and presidency is empty. And that is why some of them are now picking their bars and hitting the airport, flying out, leaving possibly Tinubu to answer for himself what he has brought on Nigerians.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tinubu, for that wonderful submission. People are here greeting you. Extreme News, I think that's Rafin Bechi. He said that Chief Michael is saying lots and lots of cogent point. Pere Ogo says that since Tinubu has no idea, why can't he consult Jonathan for economic advice?
No. Let me tell you, there's already a template there that was suggested, but I wish I would have been called to stand in for Obi for that negotiation. Where they are trying to bring Obi, to be in the adversary stand or to advise the government. I would want to head that negotiation, and I would charge each policy that I'm going to give to the federal government on behalf of Obi 50 billion US dollars. So if Tinubu's administration is ready for
They
that,
should give Obi $50 billion for
Okay,
consultation.
listen to me.
Well, how much is Nigeria worth? Why you?
let me tell you.
No, this is wickedness to Nigeria.
Let me tell you.
Can't Obi do it for Nigeria for the Nigerian interest?
What is Tinubu waiting for? When he discovered that 70% of politicians in Aso Rock have refineries all over the world, and they're trying to frustrate Dangote refinery, so that they will keep on, going there, refining our crude oil in their refineries abroad, and bringing it and selling it to us. Calculate how much. Is Tinubu part of the deal? Why hasn't Tinubu called the shot? Shut down these people and get out. But if not, they will run him down. They're going to mess him up. I'm telling you, he committed a very big blunder. Because when we are saying it there, initially, I think we said it. Instead of you to look at a way you can, be able to start navigating. Woloshaika said, give her 1 year. Well, all those men that are not talking again. I've not seen any of them. Tunde Bakare them. I've not seen them.
Woloshaika says that he doesn't want to talk now. That everybody should leave him alone.
Whenever you're free to talk, no problem. We are also talking. We keep on talking. He's also talking wherever he is now. But he has not hit the media sector. So for us to know the angle where he stands at this point in time. But I'm sure he has been talking to 1 or 2 people at the end of the day. So what we are saying is, you understand, there's nothing bad, take away that pride, remove this minister, sack your cabinet, refresh your cabinet, possibly open the borders, reverse some of these policies that that you can quickly reverse, confront Nigerians, dialogue with Nigerians, talk to Nigerians, let there be, no, because you never tell you, if they want to increase fuel now, they don't consult anybody. They will just say, a liter of fuel, 20,000 naira per liter. Nigerians will start buying. They didn't consult anybody. The same manner they used to announce such policies, hike, they should use the same manner and announce. Even if Ababio not eat today, tomorrow, throughout this week, Ababio don't get problem. So how can you say some people should not eat for 94 years?
Akpabio in the last 1 year, they've gone on recess for 14 weeks.
Okay. Now see the kind of marathon meeting they're having up and down. Would that save Tinubu? That would not save Tinubu. My reservation is that Tinubu should not allow this thing to get to a level where it will become Tinubu must go at the end of the day. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, Mr. Chinedu. Jimsa, yes, let me have Jimsa. Yes, please kindly click on the like button. Please kindly subscribe to the channel. Yes, yeah. Welcome, Jimsa.
Yeah, good morning.
So, do you agree that if Nigeria want to protest, that they need a sort of protection, maybe spiritual protection, like Otumoko, or because African problem deserves African solution?
We won't shy away from our culture, custom, and tradition.
And don't forget Oro. We might be confronting Oro.
Oro is not a problem now. Like some of us, our family now, we have Obatala that we worship. We have Egu. We have Oshun. All those things not new to people like us. It shouldn't be new to any Nigerian person, because don't let me even go Africa now. Let me use our country for instance. No family in Nigeria, either you are Igbo, you are Yoruba, you are outside, you don't have, the gods, what you worship in your compound. Except from you want to shy away that I'm not a Christian, your father now throw away, let you forget where you come from. Just like we have Fashola now, former governor of Lagos State. He said his name is Watunde Raji Fashola. In Yoruba, there's nothing like Fashola. Fashola as a name has no meaning. It's Ifashola. There is I there. So you can't take away the I from Ifa. It's Ifashola. There's nothing like, how will I put the name? Bemi, Oluwagbemi. No, is there Oshun Gbemi also? So there's always something at the end of the name. Someone will be bearing Ifawale, Ifashola. You'll be saying you are Ola.
So you are saying, so you are supporting that we should come out with all our masquerade that day?
About coming out with masquerade. Ordinarily, originally, as an African, it should be fortified, if not 100% or halfway. But this modern thing, they have let you know that anything that has to do with our culture is diabolic.
Are you 45?
And
Are you 45, sir?
I won't say anything about that. Let's move on. And that is one of the problems whereby you see some families, some individuals are not moving forward. It be like, is that going to church? Anybody that forget the source will be lost. Look at India. They have more than 100 religions, and they did not let the civilization to take away the culture till their film. They will always showcase their culture in every of their movie. They will sing. They make singing and choreography a part of their culture. They will not tell you that they are Christian or this. They will show you their gods. Everyone had gods. Oyinbo come now, you say out of more than 500 religion we have, they now come with Christianity and Islam, and they now tell you, that if it's not that I don't understand what happened to people, that out of this old religion your belief it is Christian or is Jesus and Muhammad, Muslim and Christian, Islam and Christianity is the way. They now unpick who are they to tell you that what. That means you are not of your right senses to take their religion. And the question is, did Tinubu have any religion? Those that preach this thing to you, you will see some of their pastors out of doing break or church service, you'll be smoking outside, you'll be drinking alcohol. But Nigerians have not known, Africans have not known more than the people that preach the religion to them. You will never see any pastor in Nigeria. Most of the pastors drink alcohol, or so they say it's against this thing. But people that introduce the religion to you, they are doing all those things.
Mr. James, sir,
you know more than your teacher.
Mr. James, sir, the Christian Association of Nigeria, the Muslim Association of Nigeria, all of them have said that protesting is evil, that we should shield ourselves, but instead we should pray to God for him to, give Tinubu the knowledge to steer the country forward. And also, listen, sir, James, sir, someone also has come here and said that Tinubu has bought all the pastors, and in fact, Tinubu has spiritual powers that he uses to manipulate the Nigerian people.
It's not about power, you don't mind. Is it here? What is he saying?
Are you saying Tinubu does not have spiritual powers?
What am I to say? Am I Tinubu? I can only talk for myself.
Don't you agree Tinubu belongs to any court?
It's not for me to say. Everyone belongs to one court or the other. If you are a seller, you belong to Egbialata, is a court. If you are sewing, you belong to.
Those ones are association, not court. When you are talking about occultic, they do their meeting in the middle of the night.
See, that is not even the problem. Anybody can be anything that they like. You are not forced to belong. It's part of it. It's part of life. So the problem is when you have what it takes. When you have what it takes, definitely it's not that he's using power. Abi is forcing people. Any religious leader that have come to tell you that what should not have a. Any religious leader that have come out to tell you that should not protest, and that person is a fraud. You understand? But any religious leader that tell you that what you can protest, perform your civic rights, duty, but make sure that what it is not violent. Those are the leaders that what we will follow. And before this very time, what has been the impact of those religious leaders when the country is not moving forward? During Buhari time, what is it called? Tinubu did not say anything because he had what agenda ahead. He said they should come down for him. So now it is his turn. So let it bear it. Let the police do their work. Don't brutalize people. Don't stop them from performing their civic right. And one the so-called politician that likes to what infiltrate any protest or because of their selfish gain. And for those hoodlums out there that they have paid you to come and what destabilize this protest, I pity you. Because at the end of the day, they gave you 20,000 naira, 10,000 naira. You are going to spend the money. It will finish. What happens to the life of your children? The children of those people that are paying you 5,000 naira, giving you 2,000 naira, so come and what obstruct this protest. Their children are having best of education. They are living the best of life. They are doing everything. They are living the best of life and doing everything that will make their life better. But now they are telling you that what? Oh, you take and show. For some days now, there have been meetings upon meetings. The ballots have been doing meetings, calling people together. They are telling them that they should protect their society. They should not let anybody to what spoil their environment. This, that. In Lagos State, you are seeing traditional rulers that have been coming to say that what people should not protest, that they are going to vandalize the state or so. Tinubu has not given us mouth to talk, and that is the problem. He has not given us mouth to talk. You have not stepped in as the president fully to see what is done for you. You say, well, you remove subsidy. You know that you forget that you are not more what a civilian. You are now the president of Nigeria. To be swearing, not you just be swearing any statement you utter before even sign without signing, it will be effective.
Mr. James, it seems out of fear because it seems Tinubu is really scared, but he's not scared. He's not afraid of the people, but he's just afraid of the opposition. Yesterday, he has said that 50 kg bag of rice will now be sold for 40,000 naira. And also, Akpabio came out to tell people that in 70,000 naira has been signed into bill, and starting from this month, people will be paid 70,000 naira. How do you think we should? Have you been able to buy a bag of rice for 40,000 naira?
What did Akpabio know? What did Akpabio know about what the people is facing? Is Akpabio staying in the state? Is he staying in the state? You know how many years Akpabio have been in Abuja? Can Akpabio walk in the street in where he was brought up, where he did his childhood, his streets, his community? Can he walk without security guard? Let Akpabio tell us what he has become, what has come out from him when he was president of the state for 8 years. What has been his impact? What is Akpabio's contribution in his community? What community whatsoever project has he been embarking on in the state? You are telling me a bag of rice is now what 40,000 naira? Don't you know that what it is not visible? What will happen to the businesses of those who have purchased a bag of rice for 90,000 naira?
So it's all lies. It's lies.
How is it visible? Now you borrow another money, I think yesterday also. Now the borrowed money maybe used to import rice, and that certain rice is the what you are selling. It is the farmers that if you see have one that farm rice that can tell us that this is the price of something. So I've purchased more than 80 bags of rice at 80 something thousand to 100,000 in what in my store, and now you come today and tell me that it is 40,000 naira. How do you want me to sell? So the price I should not drop my own price to 40,000 naira. You are just destabilizing the market. It's market disruption. It doesn't work that way. And from all this that has been happening, it's from the fear of the protest, because if an elderly person wrong you, a younger person, it is the child that will see apologize. So you don't want to apologize, openly, but it takes nothing. You brought this upon yourself to be the leader, so you should be able to undergo anything that comes. Come and address the people concerning this. And even though he comes to address us, are the people going to listen? They will not. Why would the people not listen to the whatsoever appeal he comes out to say? You step in as president, you said there's not enough money in Nigeria. You went ahead to borrow billions of dollars, and after you borrowed that, all you could do is to what? Get SUV. All you could do is to change, get a private jet. All you could do is to renovate the vice president apartment. All you could do is to what? Buy a yacht. Is Nigeria an island country? What do you want to do with yacht? The yacht amount is equivalent to the amount you drop for students loan. So look at that. You are owing me money, but you are doing birthday. You are owing me money. You are celebrating. You are getting car. You are owing money. You are doing all sorts of things. And you are not telling me to hold on that you pay my money. What impression are you giving? So he has brought this upon himself.
So he should be ready to face the consequences.
Yes, and the consequences is not that the people decided to vandalize and do some other things. Can you understand? They want to come out to have a peaceful protest and let people know we are really hungry. People are suffering. It's as bad to the extent that you will not even see, you hardly see sacrifice on the road again. Because egg is even expensive. Now, even though the vulture are even hungry, it's affecting everyone spiritually. And in the way you have seen 8 egg, and in this case now, okay, at least you can pick for out of egg and say you want to use to refine make stew. We are gods now. It's not only good that will be eating the same. But not even.
Thank you very much. Even sacrifice is so extremely expensive. Well,
You understand?
thank you very much.
That is what it is.
Thank you very much, Mr. James. Mr. Kule, I'm just going to have you shortly. Welcome on
Why
board.
shortly? Why shortly? We
uh,
give everybody enough time.
Mr. Kule, yesterday,
They're always,
yesterday,
sentimental.
no, there's no sentiment here.
They're always sentimental.
Mr. Kule, yesterday, the Nigerian people invaded the MTN line because of what the federal government instructed them to do. And immediately, the federal government had to bow and told the MTN and every other network provider to leave the ban. If Tinubu insists to be quiet, are you not sure Tinubu will not face his Waterloo? Why has Tinubu not spoken to the Nigerian people at this very critical moment? I mean, the Nigerian people gave him enough time. About 2 weeks ago, they said they want to embark on protest. Tinubu, instead of him going to media chat, talk to the Nigerian people. You are supposed to lead the dialogue. You are just quiet. You are sending ministers, you are sending pastors. Nigerian people did not vote for the pastors. They voted for Tinubu. Why is Tinubu doing like a god? What spiritual powers does he rely on? I mean, make me understand.
Yeah, thank you very much. Number one, you say why Tinubu, President Tinubu, behaving like God? It's not acting like God. No one can be God.
He has not spoken to the Nigerian people.
He has been speaking. He has he asked the protesters what are their needs, what are their requests that led to that protest, what are the shortcomings. Oh yeah, list them one by one, and they listed them, and they tender it to the presidency, which is the where Tinubu is in Aso Rock. I'm sure his duties, his advisors must have tendered the needs of the what's it called, the protesters. I mean, the real problem they are facing for them to embark on protest. I think they must have listed it. He has asked them, bring it on the table, and I have a listing. I will use my listing here to deal with those issues one by one. Which one of them was removal? I mean, bring back the subsidy, petroleum subsidy.
Has he done it?
Which I think that one will be a tall order to do.
Why do you say so?
It will be a real tall order.
Well, you know how much? Do you know how much jet he bought? 150 billion. Why is that not a tall order?
Do you know how much what?
Tinubu has bought a private jet. That's 150 billion.
Have you seen the private jets?
It has been announced.
It has been announced.
And it is in Paris. It has been
By
customized.
By whom? By whom? Who
Mr.
announced
Kule,
it?
Mr. Kule, Mr. Kule. Everybody, at this, are you aware of the jet? Okay, let me ask you, Mr. Rilwan. Please,
What should you be?
are you aware that the president has bought a jet?
Come on.
No, just hold on. Are you aware that the president has bought a jet?
Yes, now.
Everybody knows.
Likewise.
Okay, I can ask this woman, madam, are you aware that Tinubu has bought a jet of 150 billion?
I'm not aware.
You see now.
Are you aware that Tinubu has bought a jet of 150 billion? Are you aware that Tinubu has acquired a jet of 150 billion?
It's possible, yes.
It's impossible. Can you imagine?
Bad guy. Are you aware of that? Come here.
Yes.
Okay, are you aware that the president has acquired a jet of 150?
Yes. Yes.
But he's saying that there's no money to bring subsidy back.
It's a zero man. I think by the time they come and tell you that you should come and provide
This is
the
democracy.
democracy.
Are you not majority should have their way? Why are you not supporting the majority?
Democracy. Where your right stop.
Democracy, the majority should have their way.
Another one.
Why? Just listen. I'm talking of a media chat. Media chat is okay. He will go to the national TV just as Wike used to do it. Whereby whenever there is an ongoing issue, he will talk. We saw Buhari did it. We saw Jonathan did it. We saw Obasanjo did it. Tinubu has not done a media chat.
You know, as
Doesn't need it.
he did it under the democracy day. And
That is not a media chat.
what is it now?
Media chat is question and answer. As Tinubu don't question.
that with you because he knows
Not
the
with
caliber
me.
of people.
Not with me.
You people that want to see
It
the
is
end
the-
of his government, he knows you and out. Even you, they know you. They know you that you're anti-government. You're anti-government.
Why is he scared of answering questions?
Yes, you see what? Well, there are some stupid things that you don't need to pay answers to. Let me just tell you.
The cry of the Nigerian people is stupid.
Some of them are coming with hatred Some of them are coming.
Our things not gone on.
Don't let this guy. I don't want to engage this guy. No. I don't want. Make you not interrupt me, please. Let him go. So let me tell you, prior to elections, we knew the hatred that they brought to that election. We knew. Let me tell you, we knew. It was same time we knew some section that did not even like his face, and they said he's going to die. This
Can I ask you a question?
Is a
Mr. Kule, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question, Mr. Kule? Yes, I think most of our viewers understand you support Tinubu during the campaign period, and you were against Peter Obi too. So does it mean because you were against Peter Obi, does it mean you hated Peter Obi? No, because you are saying because people did not support Tinubu, they hated him. Are you saying that because you did not support Peter Obi, you hated him?
I've never said any derogatory things about what's it called. I'll bring the fact check on the table for people to verify. But a lot of them, they came as a blackmailer. They came to bully the president. They came to destroy the president prior to the election. And for you guys now, for your sector, for your colleagues, you're still saying Tinubu stole the election, that he did not win the election. He wasn't the one that won.
Nobody's saying that again. Election has far gone. Mr. Kule, election has far gone. Now you are in governance. And in governance, it is inherently required for any sitting president to once in a while have media chat. We saw what Ruto did in Kenya. It is one of the tenets of good leadership, communicating with your people.
This your own people.
Why is it Tinubu? Okay, is Tinubu talking to APC supporters? Is Tinubu talking to the APC guys?
Listen to Pope. I can tell you, Nigeria is the only country where when you see people, the citizens there, they are taking their own side and they don't want to believe in any leaders any longer. Either the leader is good, either the leader is bad. They will not. They will start abusing. They will start accusing the leaders without even looking at. They should respect their leaders, and without even looking at the issues of just being bring decorum. Bring decorum. There are some. You are not in Onitsha market. You are not in Jankara market. And these people, I think, lack of home training.
No personal attack. No personal attack. No personal attack, Mr. Kule.
No. It's true. A lot of them, maybe their parents trained them.
No personal attack, Mr. Kule. We are here to talk about your president. You are not going to attack anybody.
Abusing his father's mates.
Who is that? Who is the father mate? Who are you talking about?
Tinubu is over.
Tinubu is everybody's president, and anybody can insult him. No, Tinubu is the president of Nigeria.
69 again. Kule don't say he's above 80, above 70. And Tinubu was 69. He was telling the whole world 69.
Tinubu is above 70. Loud and clear. Nobody tell you that. Look at the propaganda we are saying. That's why I don't like staying with them. Such people, please, anytime I want to grant interview, stay clear the way. Let them stay clear the way.
Okay.
Because all what they say is junkies. Junkies, what's it called?
All right.
And I'll try to.
This is a platform that we will allow everybody to speak their mind. But the only thing we will not allow is hold on. The only thing we will not allow. Hold on, Mr. Kule. The only thing we will not allow. Yes, people can always People can always ask you questions. But Mr. Kule, what we will not allow is personal attacks. And I will end my interview with you for now.
So you
Thank you very much.
Attack to the obedience.
No. You are attacking his father, and that is not allowed.
Thank you. Older than majority, even my father.
Thank you very much, Mr. Kule. Thank you very much. Mr. Raf. Mr. Raf, you're welcome.
Lee, thank you so much. We should imbibe or bring in the chrome anytime we have, talk show or.
Yeah, I understand.
We don't need to be.
I understand your view. I'm not trying to gag Kule, but I just have to coordinate him because he's fond of personal attacks, so I need to control that. And I respect your tolerance of his excesses. Yes, welcome, Mr. Raphael.
Yeah, thank you.
It seems people are saying Tinubu cannot be confronted with ordinary eye. That protesters should also ensure that they are spiritually fortified. Because as you can see, the Christian Association of Nigeria are backing down. The Muslim Association of Nigeria are also backing down. It seems all the spiritual institutions that Nigerian people go to worship are now supporting Tinubu. And people are afraid of Tinubu. That how does Tinubu have the capacity to manipulate even the religious institution? Don't forget, he has also said that he will bring out the Oro masquerade. Let's talk on that.
First of all, let me just speak on Christianity because I'm a Christian. Then Islam, anyway, I have historical knowledge. History of Islam is, at least I get some in my head. Then Christianity, I'm a Christian. See, let me tell you. Over the years, since the years of Buhari administration, Christians in Nigeria, they are not living up to expectation in terms of having interaction with the, government. So because they always follow the Bible's biblical guidelines that says that people in the authority are all and all. That you don't question their authority, don't question them whatever they do, that they are right in all its ramifications. So what I'm trying to say here is that it doesn't mean that Tinubu is in control of spiritual realm of the Christendom. Christianity is what I believe that is above all. I'm a Christian and I believe that Jesus Christ is above all. Tinubu's involvement in any cult or cultism in any religion does not amount to anything when you talk about Christendom or Christianity. We are still strong. We don't join issues with all these sectarian people or sectarian religion or sectarian cult or group. That's why Christians are being always diplomatic, being always in the mood of, let me say, within the God atmosphere. We don't involve ourselves in violence. What we do is that when we go into meditation or prayer or praises and worship, we become violent there. It is God that will finish the job. But being involved in, let me say, radicalism, radical, let me say, politicking, Christians, we don't do that. I don't understand. Tinubu can never cage a Christian in the realm of spirit or through spiritual means, unless such a Christian is a weak Christian. See, what is going on now, I can see God taking care of everything. I know that Tinubu portends God. That is, what I mean by portending God is that he's playing God. He's trying to tell us that he's God, that is above everything. That's why Christians are just like sitting back, I don't know what I understand, to relax and watch what God can do to this man. See, nobody is under any spiritual influence from Tinubu or of Tinubu. No, it's a lie. I'm talking of Christian, about Christianity. But what about Islam and other traditional worshiping or religion? I can't say something about that. I'm well educated on, within the context of Christian knowledge. I don't know what I understand. Christian self, I don't even bring religion in Christianity because it's not a religion. I've been saying it on camera. Christianity is not a religion. I don't know what I understand. It's Christ Jesus himself coming down to us to tell us how we could be, at least, worshiping God, doing our God's transaction. That's what Jesus taught us, and it's all within the context of Christianity. So, Tinubu is not using any juju on me, on any strong Christian like me. No, juju is ineffective. It's not being effectual on Christendom, on Christianity, or any good Christian. So let us go straight to our main object of discussion, which is the nationwide strike. Some persons are telling us to go to Southeast, that we are not going to do anything in Yoruba land. Then some persons are saying that Tinubu will not sit back and watch his regime toppled. That is Ayo Fayose, the former Ekiti state government, and we will see how Nigerians are battling him on the comment section. because it's like Ayopoche is going out of, I don't know, he's a good man before, but you can see that Tinubu can bribe in anybody to support him. And I can say Ayopoche has been bought by Tinubu, because if you look at all his body languages, Ayopoche is speaking, talking in favor of Jagaban. But to us, nationwide strike is a way of expression. Is an expression by the Nigerian citizens to at least send messages to the public office holders, I mean the disgruntled politicians that are taking part in this kind of illegitimate government, to tell them where they are getting it wrong, because economic hardship is at least on the high side. You can't afford anything now in Nigeria. The cost of living is skyrocketed to unbearable level.
Mr. Ralph, have you not heard that Akpabio and Tinubu has announced that bag of rice is now 40,000? That people should share their sword.
It is lie. It is a lie. See, let me tell you, it is highly provocative. So this time around, that people have brought out their sword to slay their enemies. Now this is the time that Akpabio will know that bag of rice should go down, and Tinubu will understand the yearning, the cries, the wailing of the people. Okay, these people are radicalized politicians, and they need iron hand. Okay, bag of rice 40,000. I've not heard it. I've not seen it. Let us go where they are selling rice. If they have brought it to 40,000, they're supposed to bring it down to 22,000. 40,000 is nothing. It's not good enough.
You can ask the vendor behind you.
Okay, the vendors that are selling peppers, the people that are selling rice are those ones that are in charge of, bags. It's not a rice vendor. A vendor behind me just selling cooked rice. Let us see if a bag of rice is brought down, I mean the price down to 40,000. It is a lie. So Akpabio has a listening ears all these years. So Tinubu could listen to Nigerians all these months. Okay, these people are pathological liars. The bag of rice is not 40,000. Akpabio is afraid. Tinubu is afraid. So these people are still humans. So these people can at least behave like human beings for one time. See, being frantic, over frenzied as a result of the current situation could not lead Nigeria to anywhere. What we are trying to see now is more action, less talk. More action, less promises. More action, less oratory rendition. More actions, less motivational speech of Nigeria disgruntled politicians. We don't listen to all they are saying now. What we needed is what? Action.
Mr. Ralph, we have here Nathaniel Abu. This was directing it to Kule, but Kule is gone. He said, Kule, at this point, Tinubu is not a village head. He is the president of Nigeria, and we must fact check him. Then another person says here, don't go to anywhere. Don't be intimidated. Wherever you are in Nigeria is your home, and you can protest there. That was from Pere Oga.
That's very good. Yeah, Oga tried. That's a good one. I'm in Lagos State. I protest here. I don't even listen to all this. Igbo don't protest. Igbo don't protest. I'm in Lagos State. I will protest here. If I'm in Anambra State, I will protest there. No man is an island in Nigeria. Nobody will claim Lagos from every Nigerians. All Nigerians are here building Lagos. So we don't listen to miscreants that are claiming that they are the owner of Lagos, that everybody should go. No problem. When you people say you are going to position everywhere in Lagos, that anybody that protests, you are going to deal with that person. Let us see. When the date comes, everybody will say it. Protests will go on. Because we are drifting to the era of Antichrist. Antichrist is here. This is an Antichrist regime. And we have many supporters as Antichrist. People that don't support good things in life. As the whole world is growing. Do you understand? Technologically, scientifically, the whole world is growing. This is an IT era. I don't know what I understand. And Nigeria is thinking about middle age in Europe. That was the stage Europe was before. That's why Europeans, they can never leave Africa. Because the white is in charge of what is going on now. They don't want things to be well in Africa. They will come telling you that they want to observe an election, president election going on. Britain will come, Spanish will come, Germany will come. The whole United Nations, they will send their own contingent to monitor elections in Africa. At the end of the day, they will abate election rigging. They will help them to rig the election. And after rigging the election, they will started palling, befriending the so-called illegitimate administration. Somebody that rigged election, his administration is illegitimate. The same white will be patronizing them because from them they will be siphoning the resources of Africa. This is not across the whole Africa. But I'm wondering why it is only the Francophones, the French-speaking West Africans, African countries that have begun to understand the excesses, the craft, the schemings of the French. Because see what that young boy is doing. Traore. That young boy is wonderful.
So someone asked you a question here from Syrup C. He said, what do you think about the African Sahel? You know, this Burkina Faso, Mali, you know,
that's where I'm going. Yes. That's where I'm going, my brother. See, let me tell you, you see what Traore is doing. Traore is the right man. Yet, you see many Nigerians criticizing Traore. They are thieves. You see some countries in Africa criticizing Traore. People that are sending critics of Ibrahim Traore of Burkina Faso, they are backed by the Westerners. It is still the white imperialists that are supporting all this criticism against Malian junta, against Burkinabe junta, against Nigerian juntas. They are being paid, sponsored by the West. See, let me tell you, these Francophones, Sahel countries are getting it right because they have discovered the excesses, the crafts used by the French to siphon uranium, all the mineral resources, precious stones in these countries. Today, go and visit Burkina Faso. Burkina Faso is 128 million times more than Nigeria. There is sanity there, agricultural irrigation or advancement or revolution is going on in Burkina Faso today, while Nigeria is still running all about the black gold, crude oil. Thank you. Serve Nigeria well. Your NLPC is owned and controlled by Tinubu. Look at the refinery in Malta, owned and controlled by Tinubu family. Look at Owando and Ajib. They are the marketers that receive the subsidy payment. You people are riveting in ignorance. Nigerians, you can never do something right because of ethnic sentiment. Nigerians, you can never attack the government, tackle them, criticize them because you are deep down on tribal bigotry. That is the problem you have. But today, see the Francophones, they are expanding, advancing into development that will choke Africa soon. The giant of Africa is going down.
Another word from Pere Oga. Pere Oga said in West Africa, all the countries in West Africa are moving forward. Only Nigeria is moving, is retrogressive.
Retrogressive, yeah.
Not true. Don't forget we are the giant.
No, that's a lie. Retrogressive.
We see to be the giant.
Is the right English there. We have been stagnated over the years because we have the kind of politicians that are giving Nigerians bad leadership, bad governance, bad leadership that has made Nigeria crippled into dwarfism. Nigeria is a dwarf that Africa has today because we have the kind of politicians that are busy bagging with Ghana must go our money, our hard-earned money from our natural endowment resources from Niger Delta region. The whole oil, they sell it, and now they have begun to acquire NNPC indirectly, taking our crude oil into Malta. Malta is in the Middle East Europe. After refining it, they come down here, pay to Ajib, pay to Owando, and they have acquired Ajib and Owando. The same people are collecting the money that is meant for what? Subsidy. You know what? The refinery in Malta is owned by them, the same people. Come on, you will see what will choke you. Nigeria economy is going to crumble more than this if care is not taken in time.
Well, thank you very much for that explosive submission, Mr. Raphael. Quickly, before we end up, let me ask you one or two questions, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
Yesterday, the daughter of Tinubu says that that the Yoruba people should not allow some people to protest because they are jealous of the infrastructure they are here to destroy. They are just angry with Tinubu because their own people, their own person is not the president.
Wonderful. Good talk. First of all, let me appreciate our viewers. May God bless you wherever you are. And bless your family. I told you that right to succeed in life. In the mighty name of Jesus. Coming to say to I mean, is it Yoruba elders, Abi?
The daughter of Tinubu.
The daughter of Tinubu. Your lodger. Coming out to say so. To say this kind of a way. To address Nigerians like this. where fire is burning, where fire is burning, and you are coming out to tell the Nigerians that they are having Tinubu because of one party or another, or one people or another, does not win election. Is that a good talk? That's not a good this thing. It's not the way to address issue. That's not the way to address issue. You understand? Nobody is having. He said in his own tongue. Yes, he's capable. He said he's capable. It's his own tongue. Yes, they took it from for the right person. I hand over to him. Okay, lead us where? Why can't they lead us where? That's why the masses are crying. That's why the masses are shouting and lamenting. Now you can say the young youth are begging up and down. Some are taking snapper because of frustration. Now you're coming out because of the said to nobody this. What kind of talk is that? Can't you go the right way? Talk to them to address Nigeria to the right. I mean the right track. It's not the right way to talk to Nigeria. It's not the right way. Nobody is saving him. We are crying that we are hungry. Nigeria has fallen already. They have stabilized Nigeria. The government of today has stabilized Nigeria for Buhari, and this comes to worse. The present government now is worse so far. Even when we are crying in terms of Buhari, when we think that this one will be better, end of the day, it turned Nigeria to grave. We want to turn the masses to grave. Can't you see how people are Jakpa? I think you know the meaning of Jakpa. People are running away because of bad leadership, because of bad country. Is Nigeria good? If Nigeria good, our people cannot be running away from their country, leaving their country to my country. To cook food is a problem, my brother. To cook food is a problem. Now you tell the judge, you're coming here to tell, so because of your in power, because of Nanaton now, I'm not going to tell the truth. Because of the truth today, they can never come out and tell Nigeria the truth. No, this leadership is bad. This leadership is bad. How can we continue doing mistake? When they put Jonathan come out, they put Buhari, at the end of the day, just turn upside down. Now what they promised Nigeria also. Now they bring this one come out and they send a Miloko. Ebi Loko. Look at Nigeria today. Is anybody happy? Are you saying people to not protest? It's not Nigeria to not come out, especially that they are feeling. But the same government of today was against the Jonathan regime, against PDP. That PDP has realized Nigeria. Everywhere we are eating well then. PDP is not good. We are buying bag of rice 7 naira, 7,000, 6,000. But what is the price of bag of rice today? Under their watch. Under their watch now. What is the price of bag of rice? All beans. Beans now is more than crude oil. The common man cannot be able to afford the money for beans.
But my other Akpabio and Tinubu yesterday brought the price of bag of rice down. They say bag of rice is now 40,000.
Who told you that?
Are you not supposed to be happy?
They are deceiving themselves. They are just deceiving themselves. They are just fooling Nigerians. Let them go buy it for us and bring it here. Let them stop deceiving Nigeria. All those who can never help this country. Can never help us. Let you go and buy the rice and bring for us. And the beans. Let you go and buy it and bring for us. Let us see. They are there because they everything is free for them. They don't understand what the common man are passing through in this country. The common masses, the common man, they don't know what is passing through. They are enjoying their children, their family. They don't feel anything. Everything is free for them. What the common man are passing through the street, they don't know, and they don't care. They were not there. They would stand there, they make no, they deceive Nigerians. They share our money. What Nigerians are dying up and down, hunger everywhere. Can the Nigeria cooperate like Kenya? Can the Nigeria cooperate like Kenya? No, absolutely no. I told you that this country can never work. This country is not one. The country is not one. If the country is one, my brother, all those men, when they bring their soldier, okay, kill the whole masses. But Nigeria is not one. It cannot work. The protests can work for them not. But they are the owner of the country, followed by the West. They don't work with them. Let them go through. Let them go through to Northern. But if Igbo man go to come out, sorry. That's why I promised about I reverse any incidents to withdraw what they say the mess. Withdraw for their mess. I'm telling you, because the incidents are not among them. The incidents are just, they just decide to anywhere they like they feast you.
One of your brothers said that Okudili Okekaru. He says that if not for the oil and gas in South and Southeast, Nigeria will have been gone.
That is it. Yes. It's absolutely right. We tell you to set, we don't have, there's no oil. I mean, if you assume the oil belong to Northern land or the Western land, I mean, Nigeria could have, they could have scattered. I mean, most of the Northern land.
Is that not the reason why you should protest? Is that not more reason why you should protest?
I feel like to protest, but end of the day, they will come after my people. That's the issue. That's the problem I have with this country. They will come after my people because they know my people as business. Remember when you talk, they say, go to your business. What do you know about politics? What do you know about politics? Go to your business. What an insult. That was what they tell Igbos. Go to your business. Go to buying and selling. That's what they used to tell Igbos. That Igbos are not capable to rule Nigeria. That's what they are telling us. That's what they are telling Nigeria, telling the world. You get my point. So how can we control like this? How can we control like this? My brother, let us decide how we can take care of ourselves. Make we understand about this. How we go discuss how we go, how we go handle the country. If we cannot be together, let's go. Let everybody go. That's my own opinion. Let everybody go. Everybody go because you cannot control for this mess.
Thank you very much, sir.
I'm suffering in this country.
Thank you very much.
I'm nobody in this country. Why I'm Nigeria?
Thank you.
Thank you. What are you talking?
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Maga.
You're welcome.
Yes, welcome, Mr. Rilwan. Yes, someone says that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is an ordained criminal and Akpabio is baptized by Tinubu. David Umahi is their water boy. Yesterday, Akpabio says that Nigeria don't have any reason to protest. That now the president, out of his generosity, is ready to sell rice at 40,000.
You see, like I always say, in Nigeria, we deserve our leaders. Am I right? So, the word I've been used to me is very, very strong words. I don't like using. If you notice my pattern, I don't insult and I don't curse people. But I tell you the facts. I can say you are incompetent. I can say you are evil. I won't say I won't curse and I don't insult. But like I said, this government is the worst government in the history of Nigeria. After 1 year, maybe they have 3 more years to do. I don't know what they're going to do. Because if, for example, a man said something before the man said, what is making Nigeria one today is the oil of Nigeria Delta and South. I've been saying for how many years? Well, if there's no oil in Nigeria, Nigeria will have been divided. Or if that oil is in the north, if Aboki have that oil in the north, Nigeria will have been gone today. Okay, the Nigeria Delta they have oil. Who have the most oil? Well, the north. I think for yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to look at I like to start from foundation. Any building that has foundational problem cannot stand. Nigeria has a foundational problem. The foundation, see, if the Bible says, if the foundation be the same, what can the righteous do? The foundational problem is the main cause. But then you cannot elect a good leader. But because Nigeria has a foundational problem, you cannot elect a good leader. You must elect a leader that comes from your side. I don't do my own stuff like that. I want to say Obama as the president. If that Obama becomes president, it's only going to serve the interest of his own few cronies, not me and your own interest. That's what people don't know. But I know it. That's why I'm not a tribalistic person. But I can think outside the box. Now, let me go to 2014. People removed Jonathan. People about this. People went against Jonathan because they see the man as a man from Niger Delta. No, as an Igbo man. I don't say it. Good luck, Ebele Azikiwe. That Azikiwe is a problem. Now they removed him. They called him all sort of name, incompetence. They protested against him. They carried his coffee and everything. The most insulted person in Nigeria history, insulted is Jonathan. People propaganda against him. But now, can you compare Jonathan to this government? No. But the pastor that criticized Jonathan is alive today is keeping quiet. Instead, he's asking you to pray for Nigeria.
What are you talking about?
Many pastors. There are many pastors.
I hope it's not the pastor that is starting convention next week.
Many of them. Now, I know a professor, you know the professor very well. That called Jonathan in Nebuchadnezzar. That called the hippopotamus. That man is alive today.
Is it the one with the white hair?
You understand? But we don't all these people. You understand? So these people are taking Nigerians more like 100 years back. I gave an example this morning. I said, this is 1,000 naira now. This is 1,000 naira now. The 1,000 naira of under Jonathan 2014 is the value of 10,000 naira today. Look at how Nigerians, and look at how we are falling as a nation. The 1,000 naira under Jonathan is same as 10,000 naira today. The best example, just look at the bag of rice. 7,500 under Jonathan is almost 12,000 naira today. Yam, 500 Jonathan is like 5,000 today. And that man was insulted, he was criticized, and the human beings that did everything against this man, they are alive today. That's my problem. That's why I said Nigeria has never been won. Because you see your own tribe person, you cannot tell that person the truth because of sacrifice. See, let's stop the team ourselves in this place. You are giving people bag of rice. Now they send that bag of rice is 40,000 naira. People should celebrate. Only a foolish person will celebrate. What are you celebrating? If they can subsidize Hajj, and irrelevant is irrelevant to me, to most people. Because Hajj is a personal something. It's between you and your God. If you don't have money to go to Hajj, keep praying at home. But 90 billion was used to subsidize Hajj. 90 billion. But people are suffering. People are hungry, and everywhere is quiet. We're not subsidizing Hajj. You understand? Okay. How about bring back the first subsidy that we remove? Bring it back. It's as simple as that. Because people are not benefiting. You said they are going to benefit. What have an average Nigerian benefited from the first subsidy removal? Nothing. Instead, who are benefiting are only the politicians. It's as easy as that. But because you see, like I always tell you, our politicians they don't feel what you are feeling. They are enjoying their world is different from your own world. That's why when I see a slave that is defending position in 2024, I'm like, something is wrong with you. Because you are only a slave, you can be defending these people. Or they cannot defend you, they are against you. Education is a scam. No, it's only a scam in Nigeria because you are using the curriculum of 1990s. Their children are using the updated curriculum abroad. They now come from abroad that they go to school to come and see rule over you as either ministers, commissioners. Look at how they are putting their children in key positions.
Mr. Riwa, yesterday in Lagos Island, we saw some people came out and said that they were protesting against protests.
I know that. You see, that is clownery. That is foolishness. You are protesting against protests. Like that English is enough. How can you be protesting against protests? And we saw videos or pictures of how some of them were collecting something. So you know that it is not free. That's why I said poverty is evil. That's why I said again, poverty in Nigeria is intentional. You make them poor so they can to use them. So because they have made Nigeria poor by natural poverty. So they are going to use them because how can they have a protest against protest? They said we want a better life. They now protest that no. Okay, you that are protesting, how much you have your account? You are protesting for somebody that is children are abroad. That they have 24 hours. You see, something is wrong in Nigeria. Somebody said on Twitter that we should thank God that we are having 20 hours supply. Bande. I said, look at the educated person. Look at the thinking. Look at the reasoning. Yes, sir. So, think about Lamashele. I like people to say that word. When are you going to stop this nonsense? Yes, sir. A man here, people know him on this part. He's fighting. He keep on saying no protest. You are not from Lagos State. Lagos those indigenous said they are tired. You keep all the way from I don't know your state. You are saying no protest in Lagos. Who sent you to speak for Lagosians? Who are you speaking for? So when you look at all the kind of people, and you're like I always say, you can take a man out of slavery. That's good. You cannot take slavery out of the man. So that slavery it has been embedded in the system. It has not become part and parcel of their life.
Are you saying everybody that supports this government, even to today, is suffering from mental slavery?
My brother, if you are a minister, you know you are enjoying commissioner, or you are in top position, but if you are an average citizen,
Like us.
and you are still supporting 2024, it's more than mental slavery.
Are you implying that Kunle is suffering from mental slavery?
I don't know, but that's spiritual foolishness. It is a spiritualized foolishness. It's not ordinary. It's a julaso. If you my brother, that man, I don't know his name, I don't want to mention his name, about the Lotus Labor, will have gone and asked the inform people, Oga, let us see what is wrong with this man. But it's not ordinary. It's not ordinary, my brother. It is more than foolishness. But how can you, what you are buying? That same person I cannot even afford to buy. Sometimes you buy food on credit. Sometimes you look at I don't understand, but you are still supporting that same government that have put you in this perpetual penury. When is only Jonathan? Look at him under Jonathan and compare him now. Under Jonathan, he was looking like a normal man. Now he's looking like a skeleton. Like it's as haggard as you can think. But you are supporting them. That means something is wrong somewhere. And the family, they should go and ask spiritual people that our brother, what's wrong with him? It's not ordinary. Cannot be ordinary. You can't support this government. Even their own children are begging a chance to give their father a chance, but you are saying that the man is doing well. How? What are the indices? My brother, you don't understand. So these are the issues, these are the problem. And we should come out tall and say this is the truth. You understand? People that are eating can be defending the government. I cannot blame, but you're not eating anything. Instead, you come here, please beg, you are begging someone, please buy a tiger for me, buy something for me. You will now come out and be insulting the people that are making money from as if defending the government. In pidgin, they say, no, be juju be that. That juju.
Thank you very much, Mr. Christian. Mr. Christian. Yes, please kindly subscribe, kindly like the channel. Mr. Christian, I just want to ask you one simple question. Yes, one simple question. This is democracy. I mean, we all agree.
I disagree, but let's just
okay. Let us agree this is democracy. And in democracy, I think dissenting views is a welcome idea. You know, as we are getting closer to the protest, some people are already saying they will come out against those that are protesting against Tinubu. And in this place, I think we have a couple of people who do the same thing.
Shenanigans.
You know, I don't know, maybe shenanigans, but I believe they have freedom of opinion.
Okay,
however, wait, let me land. Now, the question to you is that person who is supporting Tinubu today, is it a show of mental slavery? Because, I mean, this is democracy, if we agree.
One of the things I think we need to do in our churches today is to have deliverance service for bigotry. For bigotry. Because bigotry is like a demon that is much more bigger than corruption. Because of you are a bigot, you cannot think well, you cannot process well, you cannot have a clear reasoning. Like I said, some people don't need to have a voter's card because they cannot make good decisions. This voter's card should be subject to scrutiny. Because when you do elections, you have mass number of persons that just have voter's card that can be swayed, that don't have a mind of their own, that can't think very well for themselves. They can't make decisions that are cogent. That's how people that are not supposed to be in power are winning elections. So when we look at people supporting a government without facts, without looking at what the government is doing, without constructive criticism, if the government does anything, it's just yes. Even though the government does wrong, you still support the government. Most people do that because of, number one, bigotry. This government has exalted bigotry above corruption. One of the main problems of this government, because Tinubu, I believe, he uses divide and rule tactics to power. So bigotry is one of the tools he used to divide people and get people to support him. You understand? He uses the media, and that media is one of the most effective things he has used over the years. So when you see APC people supporting, I think number one is bigotry, number two is mental slavery. There's what we call mental slavery. They are accustomed to a certain kind of lifestyle, of which it has become a problem to them. It's become a sickness. They are suffering from mental sickness.
No, the weather affects
and
many people.
most times you don't need to engage those people, because
The weather.
if you engage those people, they will infect you with such mentality.
I said, I know the.
Not like some pages on Twitter, I don't really look at the content. I don't read what they put out, because we just know that these people are bigots.
I think we have a large chunk of them, because yesterday in Lagos Island, they were all out protesting, carrying banners, you know.
Number three, illiteracy. Illiteracy. Awolowo, when Awolowo was alive, he did a lot for the Yoruba people. Education. But bring it down to the governors and who we have today. We have Almajiris in the southwest. The same way we have Almajiris in the north, we have Almajiris in the southwest. Go on the streets and do an interview of an average young person. The person cannot express him or herself. And we say we are southwest and we education. They can readily, now if you want to start a political party, we have 1 million naira, you can start a political party in Lagos. If you want to mobilize boys to do anything, if you have 1 million naira, you can do it. That shows the level of illiteracy we have in Nigeria. And this is center of excellence. If you go to every local government, you readily have Almajiris that are being used by political officials, people in government. They are readily there. They are on the streets taking checkmate.
Their conscience is judging them.
Almajiri, yes. And it's something that is deliberate. The government does that deliberately. They deliberately create so you can use them for violence.
When your house is burning,
like what they used during the election to stop people from voting. They are a tool. They make sure they are not educated. They make sure they are impoverished. They make sure they are limited.
Their house are running away.
So when you see people support, you just know that is either bigotry, mental illness, or illiteracy.
You're supposed to say,
even though that our professors, it is bigotry.
Their conscience
is a strong thing. Tiwa, my brother is dead. Somebody said,
always after that.
Even though Tinubu is going to destroy Nigeria, I cannot vote
against this country.
I rather die.
Always after them.
If Obi is going to fix Nigeria, I rather die.
To show that their hand is not clean.
Fix Nigeria.
The hand is not.
I don't believe that somebody else can. If it's not their brother or whatever, that is a disease. It's a demon. So pastors in church need to.
You cannot be able to handle the country where you cannot be able to lead the country where
demon of bigotry from them. That's the problem we have.
I mean, thank you very much, Mr. Christian, for that wonderful submission.
You know,
yes, we've come to the end of the program. If you are just joining us, yes, you can go back and play back the video right from the beginning. The first video was an explosive, reviewer. Yes, and please kindly subscribe to the channel. Please kindly like. We have over 153 people watching, and we just have over 30 likes. This one is unfair. Please kindly subscribe to us. This is the only way you help to support us.
They are the one that put us to this mess.
Please click on the like button. I beg of you. This is the only way now. The only way we will take the help this channel. Please kindly subscribe and click.
Britain is one of our
now we have to go and we say bye.
That the one of our problem we have in this country. That the one of problem we have in this country. Britain.